Alors comme je l'ai dit précédemment, xTool m'a permis de pouvoir me remettre dans le monde du travail, puisque je ne pouvais plus suite à un accident, même qui n'est pas visible, mais j'ai eu cet accident et du coup j'ai pu profiter des machines xTool, créer et vendre pour pouvoir m'en sortir, parce que ça reste quand même un gagne-pain. Alors messieurs et mesdames les artisans, n'hésitez plus, lancez-vous, les machines xTool sont extraordinaires, vous arriverez à faire tout ce que vous voudrez avec.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. Klatschen.
Über den Laser gestolpert, über den ersten, und da fing alles damit an.
Alors, je m'appelle Sébastien, du coup je travaille le bois parce que c'est quelque chose de naturel et j'ai dû me reconvertir suite à un accident. Du coup je me suis penché sur la gravure et la création sur bois, donc de la découpe laser et tout ce qui va avec.
Begonnen hat alles mit der Geburt meiner Kinder. Wir haben 4 inzwischen erwachsene Kinder. Eine Tochter, die einen Gendefekt hat und schwere Neurodermitis. Und wir arbeiten schon immer sehr kundenorientiert, sehr persönlich auch mit unseren Kunden zusammen. Und da vor Ort just in time Wünsche erfüllen zu können auf ganz verschiedenen Materialien, das hat sich ziemlich schnell rauskristallisiert, dass das ein interessantes Geschäftsmodell ist, was Neues, was Innovatives ist. Ja, und dass wir da richtig Spaß dran haben.
Also den M1 Ultra finde ich persönlich gerade für die Personen toll, die mit dem Basteln anfangen, die jetzt zum Beispiel auch noch keinen Plotter haben, weil man da halt diese 4-in-1 Bastelmaschine hat. Man kann damit zeichnen, man kann drucken, man kann gravieren und schneiden. Man kann, wenn man zusätzlich das Equipment kauft, mit dem Heißprägestift arbeiten. Also man hat da wirklich viele Möglichkeiten, um tolle Dinge, Geschenke für Nachbarn, Freunde umzusetzen. Man hat verschiedene Laserköpfe, die man da auswählen kann mit 10 und 20 Watt. Also es ist schon ein tolles Teil, ja, kann ich nur empfehlen.
Make it here heißt für mich tatsächlich just-in-time arbeiten, Kundenwünsche sofort zu erfüllen und einfach eine starke Leistung zu bringen mit einem sehr, sehr guten Partner. Und ja, wir gestalten einfach neue Dinge.
Alors comme je l'ai dit précédemment, xTool m'a permis de pouvoir me remettre dans le monde du travail, puisque je ne pouvais plus suite à un accident, même qui n'est pas visible, mais j'ai eu cet accident et du coup j'ai pu profiter des machines xTool, créer et vendre pour pouvoir m'en sortir, parce que ça reste quand même un gagne-pain. Alors messieurs et mesdames, les artisans, n'hésitez plus, lancez-vous, les machines xTool sont extraordinaires, vous arriverez à faire tout ce que vous voudrez avec.
Mein Name ist Janine, ich bin 45 Jahre alt und wohne in Wachtendonk in der Nähe von Holland. Und ich habe angefangen vor Jahren mit Nähen und Sticken. Da hat meine kreative Reise eigentlich angefangen. Dann habe ich irgendwann angefangen zu plotten, zu gießen und dann bin ich irgendwie über den Laser gestolpert, über den ersten, und da fing alles damit an.
Alors, je m'appelle Sébastien, du coup je travaille le bois parce que c'est quelque chose de naturel et j'ai dû me reconvertir suite à un accident. Du coup je me suis penché sur la gravure et la création sur bois, donc de la découpe laser et tout ce qui va avec.
Begonnen hat alles mit der Geburt meiner Kinder. Wir haben 4 inzwischen erwachsene Kinder. Eine Tochter, die einen Gendefekt hat und schwere Neurodermitis. Und wir arbeiten schon immer sehr kundenorientiert, sehr persönlich auch mit unseren Kunden zusammen. Und da vor Ort just in time Wünsche erfüllen zu können auf ganz verschiedenen Materialien, das hat sich ziemlich schnell rauskristallisiert, dass das ein interessantes Geschäftsmodell ist, was Neues, was Innovatives ist. Ja, und dass wir da richtig Spaß dran haben.
Also den M1 Ultra finde ich persönlich gerade für die Personen toll, die mit dem Basteln anfangen, die jetzt zum Beispiel auch noch keinen Plotter haben, weil man da halt diese 4-in-1 Bastelmaschine hat. Man kann damit zeichnen, man kann drucken, man kann gravieren und schneiden. Man kann, wenn man zusätzlich das Equipment kauft, mit dem Heißprägestift arbeiten. Also man hat da wirklich viele Möglichkeiten, um tolle Dinge, Geschenke für Nachbarn, Freunde umzusetzen. Man hat verschiedene Laserköpfe, die man da auswählen kann mit 10 und 20 Watt. Also es ist schon ein tolles Teil, ja, kann ich nur empfehlen.
Make it here heißt für mich tatsächlich just in time arbeiten, Kundenwünsche sofort zu erfüllen und einfach eine starke Leistung zu bringen mit einem sehr, sehr guten Partner. Und ja, wir gestalten einfach neue Dinge.
Alors comme je l'ai dit précédemment, xTool m'a permis de pouvoir me remettre dans le monde du travail, puisque je ne pouvais plus suite à un accident, même qui n'est pas visible, mais j'ai eu cet accident et du coup j'ai pu profiter des machines xTool, créer et vendre pour pouvoir m'en sortir, parce que ça reste quand même un gagne-pain. Alors messieurs et mesdames les artisans, n'hésitez plus, lancez-vous, les machines xTool sont extraordinaires, vous arriverez à faire tout ce que vous voudrez avec.
Mein Name ist Janine, ich bin 45 Jahre alt und wohne in Wachtendonk in der Nähe von Holland. Und ich habe angefangen vor Jahren mit Nähen und Sticken. Da hat meine kreative Reise eigentlich angefangen. Dann habe ich irgendwann angefangen zu plotten, zu gießen und dann bin ich irgendwie über den Laser gestolpert, über den ersten, und da fing alles damit an.
Alors, je m'appelle Sébastien, du coup je travaille le bois parce que c'est quelque chose de naturel et j'ai dû me reconvertir suite à un accident. Du coup je me suis penché sur la gravure et la création sur bois, donc de la découpe laser et tout ce qui va avec.
Begonnen hat alles mit der Geburt meiner Kinder. Wir haben 4 inzwischen erwachsene Kinder. Eine Tochter, die einen Gendefekt hat und schwere Neurodermitis. Und wir arbeiten schon immer sehr kundenorientiert, sehr persönlich auch mit unseren Kunden zusammen. Und da vor Ort just in time Wünsche erfüllen zu können auf ganz verschiedenen Materialien, das hat sich ziemlich schnell rauskristallisiert, dass das ein interessantes Geschäftsmodell ist, was Neues, was Innovatives ist. Ja, und dass wir da richtig Spaß dran haben.
Also den M1 Ultra finde ich persönlich gerade für die Personen toll, die mit dem Basteln anfangen, die jetzt zum Beispiel auch noch keinen Plotter haben, weil man da halt diese 4-in-1 Bastelmaschine hat. Man kann damit zeichnen, man kann drucken, man kann gravieren und schneiden. Man kann, wenn man zusätzlich das Equipment kauft, mit dem Heißprägestift arbeiten. Also man hat da wirklich viele Möglichkeiten, um tolle Dinge, Geschenke für Nachbarn, Freunde umzusetzen. Man hat verschiedene Laserköpfe, die man da auswählen kann mit 10 und 20 Watt. Also es ist schon ein tolles Teil, ja, kann ich nur empfehlen.
Make it here heißt für mich tatsächlich just in time arbeiten, Kundenwünsche sofort zu erfüllen und einfach eine starke Leistung zu bringen mit einem sehr, sehr guten Partner. Und ja, wir gestalten einfach neue Dinge.
Alors comme je l'ai dit précédemment, xTool m'a permis de pouvoir me remettre dans le monde du travail, puisque je ne pouvais plus suite à un accident, même qui n'est pas visible, mais j'ai eu cet accident et du coup j'ai pu profiter des machines xTool, créer et vendre pour pouvoir m'en sortir, parce que ça reste quand même un gagne-pain. Alors messieurs et mesdames les artisans, n'hésitez plus, lancez-vous, les machines xTool sont extraordinaires, vous arriverez à faire tout ce que vous voudrez avec.
Mein Name ist Janine, ich bin 45 Jahre alt und wohne in Wachtendonk in der Nähe von Holland. Und ich habe angefangen vor Jahren mit Nähen und Sticken. Da hat meine kreative Reise eigentlich angefangen. Dann habe ich irgendwann angefangen zu plotten, zu gießen und dann bin ich irgendwie über den Laser gestolpert, über den ersten. Und da fing alles damit an.
Alors, je m'appelle Sébastien, du coup je travaille le bois parce que c'est quelque chose de naturel et j'ai dû me reconvertir suite à un accident. Du coup je me suis penché sur la gravure et la création sur bois, donc de la découpe laser et tout ce qui va avec.
Begonnen hat alles mit der Geburt meiner Kinder. Wir haben 4 inzwischen erwachsene Kinder. Eine Tochter, die einen Gendefekt hat und schwere Neurodermitis. Und wir arbeiten schon immer sehr kundenorientiert, sehr persönlich auch mit unseren Kunden zusammen. Und da vor Ort just in time Wünsche erfüllen zu können auf ganz verschiedenen Materialien, das hat sich ziemlich schnell rauskristallisiert, dass das ein interessantes Geschäftsmodell ist, was Neues, was Innovatives ist. Ja, und dass wir da richtig Spaß dran haben.
Also den M1 Ultra finde ich persönlich gerade für die Personen toll, die mit dem Basteln anfangen, die jetzt zum Beispiel auch noch keinen Plotter haben, weil man da halt diese 4-in-1 Bastelmaschine hat. Man kann damit zeichnen, man kann drucken, man kann gravieren und schneiden. Man kann, wenn man zusätzlich das Equipment kauft, mit dem Heißprägestift arbeiten. Also man hat da wirklich viele Möglichkeiten, um tolle Dinge, Geschenke für Nachbarn, Freunde umzusetzen. Man hat verschiedene Laserköpfe, die man da auswählen kann mit 10 und 20 Watt. Also es ist schon ein tolles Teil, ja, kann ich nur empfehlen.
Make it here heißt für mich tatsächlich just-in-time arbeiten, Kundenwünsche sofort zu erfüllen und einfach eine starke Leistung zu bringen mit einem sehr, sehr guten Partner. Und ja, wir gestalten einfach neue Dinge.
Alors comme je l'ai dit précédemment, xTool m'a permis de pouvoir me remettre dans le monde du travail, puisque je ne pouvais plus suite à un accident, même qui n'est pas visible, mais j'ai eu cet accident et du coup j'ai pu profiter des machines xTool, créer et vendre pour pouvoir m'en sortir, parce que ça reste quand même un gagne-pain. Alors messieurs et mesdames les artisans, n'hésitez plus, lancez-vous, les machines xTool sont extraordinaires, vous arriverez à faire tout ce que vous voudrez avec.
Mein Name ist Janine, ich bin 45 Jahre alt und wohne in Wachtendonk in der Nähe von Holland. Und ich habe angefangen vor Jahren mit Nähen und Sticken. Da hat meine kreative Reise eigentlich angefangen. Dann habe ich irgendwann angefangen zu plotten, zu gießen und dann bin ich irgendwie über den Laser gestolpert, über den ersten. Und da fing alles damit an.
Alors, je m'appelle Sébastien, du coup je travaille le bois parce que c'est quelque chose de naturel et j'ai dû me reconvertir suite à un accident. Du coup je me suis penché sur la gravure et la création sur bois, donc de la découpe laser et tout ce qui va avec.
Begonnen hat alles mit der Geburt meiner Kinder. Wir haben 4 inzwischen erwachsene Kinder. Eine Tochter, die einen Gendefekt hat und schwere Neurodermitis. Und wir arbeiten schon immer sehr kundenorientiert, sehr persönlich auch mit unseren Kunden zusammen. Und da vor Ort just in time Wünsche erfüllen zu können auf ganz verschiedenen Materialien, das hat sich ziemlich schnell rauskristallisiert, dass das ein interessantes Geschäftsmodell ist, was Neues, was Innovatives ist. Ja, und dass wir da richtig Spaß dran haben.
Also den M1 Ultra finde ich persönlich gerade für die Personen toll, die mit dem Basteln anfangen, die jetzt zum Beispiel auch noch keinen Plotter haben, weil man da halt diese 4-in-1 Bastelmaschine hat. Man kann damit zeichnen, man kann drucken, man kann gravieren und schneiden. Man kann, wenn man zusätzlich das Equipment kauft, mit dem Heißprägestift arbeiten. Also man hat da wirklich viele Möglichkeiten, um tolle Dinge, Geschenke für Nachbarn, Freunde umzusetzen. Man hat verschiedene Laserköpfe, die man da auswählen kann mit 10 und 20 Watt. Also es ist schon ein tolles Teil, ja, kann ich nur empfehlen.
Make it here heißt für mich tatsächlich just in time arbeiten, Kundenwünsche sofort zu erfüllen und einfach eine starke Leistung zu bringen mit einem sehr, sehr guten Partner. Und ja, wir gestalten einfach neue Dinge.
Alors comme je l'ai dit précédemment, xTool m'a permis de pouvoir me remettre dans le monde du travail, puisque je ne pouvais plus suite à un accident, même qui n'est pas visible, mais j'ai eu cet accident et du coup j'ai pu profiter des machines xTool, créer et vendre pour pouvoir m'en sortir, parce que ça reste quand même un gagne-pain. Alors messieurs et mesdames les artisans, n'hésitez plus, lancez-vous, les machines xTool sont extraordinaires, vous arriverez à faire tout ce que vous voudrez avec.
Mein Name ist Janine, ich bin 45 Jahre alt und wohne in Wachtendonk in der Nähe von Holland. Und ich habe angefangen vor Jahren mit Nähen und Sticken. Da hat meine kreative Reise eigentlich angefangen. Dann habe ich irgendwann angefangen zu plotten, zu gießen und dann bin ich irgendwie über den Laser gestolpert, über den ersten. Und da fing alles damit an.
Alors, je m'appelle Sébastien, du coup je travaille le bois parce que c'est quelque chose de naturel et j'ai dû me reconvertir suite à un accident. Du coup je me suis penché sur la gravure et la création sur bois, donc de la découpe laser et tout ce qui va avec.
Begonnen hat alles mit der Geburt meiner Kinder. Wir haben 4 inzwischen erwachsene Kinder. Eine Tochter, die einen Gendefekt hat und schwere Neurodermitis. Und wir arbeiten schon immer sehr kundenorientiert, sehr persönlich auch mit unseren Kunden zusammen. Und da vor Ort just in time Wünsche erfüllen zu können auf ganz verschiedenen Materialien, das hat sich ziemlich schnell rauskristallisiert, dass das ein interessantes Geschäftsmodell ist, was Neues, was Innovatives ist. Ja, und dass wir da richtig Spaß dran haben.
Also den M1 Ultra finde ich persönlich gerade für die Personen toll, die mit dem Basteln anfangen, die jetzt zum Beispiel auch noch keinen Plotter haben, weil man da halt diese 4-in-1 Bastelmaschine hat. Man kann damit zeichnen, man kann drucken, man kann gravieren und schneiden. Man kann, wenn man zusätzlich das Equipment kauft, mit dem Heißprägestift arbeiten. Also man hat da wirklich viele Möglichkeiten, um tolle Dinge, Geschenke für Nachbarn, Freunde umzusetzen. Man hat verschiedene Laserköpfe, die man da auswählen kann mit 10 und 20 Watt. Also es ist schon ein tolles Teil, ja, kann ich nur empfehlen.
Make it here heißt für mich tatsächlich just-in-time arbeiten, Kundenwünsche sofort zu erfüllen und einfach eine starke Leistung zu bringen mit einem sehr, sehr guten Partner. Und ja, wir gestalten einfach neue Dinge.
Alors comme je l'ai dit précédemment, xTool m'a permis de pouvoir me remettre dans le monde du travail, puisque je ne pouvais plus suite à un accident, même qui n'est pas visible, mais j'ai eu cet accident et du coup j'ai pu profiter des machines xTool, créer et vendre pour pouvoir m'en sortir, parce que ça reste quand même un gagne-pain. Alors messieurs et mesdames les artisans, n'hésitez plus, lancez-vous, les machines xTool sont extraordinaires, vous arriverez à faire tout ce que vous voudrez avec.
everyone. If anybody behind wants to come and sit, please. Okay. Yeah. All right. So thank you so much for coming today at xTool's Make It Here event. My name is Salome, and I oversee the brand's marketing and PR in EU and UK. And it is truly my pleasure to host you today. So we are joined with the friends from the media, from our community, from the partners, and from xTool team members across the Europe. And today is not just about to celebrate our new product launch, but we want to really highlight the powerful idea how the innovation meets the creativity and the craftsmanship, and how we could do it at your desktops. So basically, how we push our tools to become your kind of manufacturing from your own homes or garages, or from your own desktops. To start the day, let me introduce you Jessie Liu, xTool's president. Please welcome Jessie Liu. And over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? Yes. Yeah, I'm very excited to represent xTool today to host this European brand launch event, which is also the most important event of the year for us. And thank you for all of you who took a train or flew here in such a cold winter to support us. We really appreciate it. Let me start with our story. xTool is a global leading brand in consumer tech, especially in personal creation tools. As you see in this showroom, we have laid out all the beautiful machines we have created for our customers this year. But our vision is not about machine. Our vision is always about the people. For those people who love to build, create, and solve problems. It grows from curiosity, a passion for innovation, and a strong drive to make things better. So as our company, we always want to be able to help the people who want to create in the real world. I was not able to look. Oh. Let's hear some
Mein Name
real
ist
story
Janine,
of
ich
our
bin
customers.
45 Jahre alt und wohne in Wachtendonk in der Nähe von Holland. Und ich habe angefangen vor Jahren mit Nähen und Sticken. Da hat meine kreative Reise eigentlich angefangen. Dann habe ich irgendwann angefangen zu plotten, zu gießen, und dann bin ich irgendwie über den Laser gestolpert, über den ersten, und da fing alles damit an.
Alors, je m'appelle Sébastien. Du coup, je travaille le bois parce que c'est quelque chose de naturel et j'ai dû me reconvertir suite à un accident. Du coup, je me suis penché sur la gravure et la création sur bois, donc de la découpe laser et tout ce qui va avec.
Begonnen hat alles mit der Geburt meiner Kinder. Wir haben 4 inzwischen erwachsene Kinder. Eine Tochter, die einen Gendefekt hat und schwere Neurodermitis. Und wir arbeiten schon immer sehr kundenorientiert, sehr persönlich auch mit unseren Kunden zusammen. Und da vor Ort just in time Wünsche erfüllen zu können auf ganz verschiedenen Materialien, das hat sich ziemlich schnell rauskristallisiert, dass das ein interessantes Geschäftsmodell ist, was Neues, was Innovatives ist. Ja, und dass wir da richtig Spaß dran haben.
Also den M1 Ultra finde ich persönlich gerade für die Personen toll, die mit dem Basteln anfangen, die jetzt zum Beispiel auch noch keinen Plotter haben, weil man da halt diese 4-in-1 Bastelmaschine hat. Man kann damit zeichnen, man kann drucken, man kann gravieren und schneiden. Man kann, wenn man zusätzlich das Equipment kauft, mit dem Heißprägestift arbeiten. Also man hat da wirklich viele Möglichkeiten, um tolle Dinge, Geschenke für Nachbarn, Freunde umzusetzen. Man hat verschiedene Laserköpfe, die man da auswählen kann mit 10 und 20 Watt. Also es ist schon ein tolles Teil. Ja, kann ich nur empfehlen.
Make It Here heißt für mich tatsächlich Just-in-Time arbeiten, Kundenwünsche sofort zu erfüllen und einfach eine starke Leistung zu bringen mit einem sehr, sehr guten Partner. Und ja, wir gestalten einfach neue Dinge.
Alors comme je l'ai dit précédemment, xTool m'a permis de pouvoir me remettre dans le monde du travail, puisque je ne pouvais plus suite à un accident, même qui n'est pas visible, mais j'ai eu cet accident et du coup j'ai pu profiter des machines xTool, créer et vendre pour pouvoir m'en sortir, parce que ça reste quand même un gagne-pain. Alors messieurs et mesdames les artisans, n'hésitez plus, lancez-vous, les machines xTool sont extraordinaires, vous arriverez à faire tout ce que vous voudrez avec.
So here's our family of creation tools, including laser engravers, laser welding machines, and DTF apparel printer. Here's our history. Our company actually was founded 12 years ago. In the first 7 years, we focused on STEAM robotics. We provide software and hardware for kids globally, starting from 4 years old, to create robotics. And in 2021, we got into our second business, which is the xTool today. Since then, we experienced explosive growth. Nowadays, our xTool personal creation tools business is more than 10 times of the first business. Entire company was driven by the xTool. In the past 10 years, the mobile technology developed very fast. So like short form video, online games drew a lot of people's attention and endowing people's time and ability to think. But we feel we want to make a change. To us, creation in the real world is the most important thing for us. So here's our brand vision. We inspire creation. We want to develop very easy to use solutions, affordable and compact size for all the ordinary people able to create extraordinary products. And how we do it? Creating in real world is difficult. A lot of times people feel that we need talents to be able to create in the physical world. So what we do is we invest heavily in software and hardware to transform the world's oldest creative tools, basically knives and cutters we have used for 1,000 years to be intelligent products, the laser engravers. We gave the brain and the eyes to the machine, so anyone can handle it. Like our HR interns, HR assistant, they can handle all our machines to create many different artistic work or customize things on different materials. Our brand mission is push the limits of what's possible, make creation accessible to everyone, and inspire the joy of making. So people don't need any engineering background or artistic training, that we provide a total solution. It includes high quality, stable machine, the software, the xTool studio. We have 450 software engineers to develop like the xTool studio, which interacts with the machine very well. So the usage of the machine is intuitive. Anyone without any engineer training can use it. And we also making the product's price is much more affordable compared to industrial laser products or welding products. Also, we created our online community, atom.com. It has already attracted over 200,000 users. They contributed almost 50,000 projects they have created, the designs, so anyone can buy their designs online or exchange the design, inspire each other. We also developed AI Make. It's a software that all our users can use for free. It has already created over 5 million designs for our users. So anyone without engineer or artistic background can use our machine to start for fun or a business. So among our customers, we have 3 types of business customers. using our solutions have had a very successful business. The first type is small business owners. Today, globally, we have over 300,000 small business owners. In Europe, it's close to 100,000. A lot of them, they have a full-time job, but they're using our products as a part-time business. They are single moms, they are retired military veterans using our products very fast. They learn the machine and then they start to create, customize the products for people around them, the community or the corporates close to them. And they can make a very nice revenue and profit, recover all the investment in the machine in just a few months. We have received a lot of stories from our customers around the globe. And it's also our honor that we are able to enable our customers, empower customers to have a successful small business. And the second type of business owners are retail brand store. Starting from this year, for example, in Europe, more than 1,600 retail brand stores already installed our machine. They do on-site customization for their consumers, bring amplified happiness for their customers on-site. So for example, Stanley, Ray-Ban, Decathlon, there's a lot of famous brands. They already use this on-site customization, and they don't need to hire a specific engineer. Usually, just their original employees, the salesperson can handle the machine. So for example, one time I walked into a Stanley shop. The salesperson told me every day more than 30 customers walk in to buy their most expensive cups, then use our laser machine to engrave the names they cared, people they give as a gift. And they told Stanley salesperson, the reason they come to buy these cups is because they can customize the names or logo on the cups. And the third type is education institutions. We have more than 20,000 education institution customers bought our creation solution and to help kids to learn how to create the physical things when they were young. So by providing these solutions to three types of business owners, we are able to make manufacturing possible in Europe, the fabrication right here at where ideas are generated, make the success local. So our customers in Europe or in United States, they can have a successful small business in their house, and also make creation, innovation very accessible for all the ordinary person. So here's come to our sincere commitment to Europe customers. We want to drive in the return of making to Europe. In history, Europe has contributed the most beautiful artistic and the design to the entire world. And the European people have the amazing imagination and the design capability. So it's our honor that we are able to democratize the technology and the supply chain, provide our creation solutions for our customers in Europe to create extraordinary work for the people around them. So our products layout in the showroom can handle many different materials, including like wood and paper, textiles and fabrics, metals, jewelry, ceramics, a lot more. And today, I'm very happy to announce during Thanksgiving, we're going to launch our new product, F2 Ultra UV, which is a master machine for glass work. Let's take a quick look of a video. Thank you. I think our engineers back to China will be very happy to hear the applause. They have spent day and nights to get the products out for Thanksgiving. So now come to the last part. With so many customers in Europe, which composed a lovely community for us, they also need more local support. So here is our commitment to European market. We're investment a lot for the local support. First, at the end of this year, we're going to have our home in Europe. This is a real picture. So we're going to have a office more than 1,100 square meters in Düsseldorf. This is the real building which we are doing the internal customization for the office right now. We're also announced a 1% for the Maker program every year starting from this year. By now, we already donated 150,000 euro to the European community for more than 35 partners. And we also have 300 local demo rooms now in Europe. And every week, we're getting 10 more. So next year, we'll at least double this number. And what's the demo rooms? Basically, mostly are our users who volunteered to be our demo room hosts, either in their shops or their home, their garage. They have used our machines for many times, and now they are going to show the real machine to potential customers and users. They can also train the potential customers and users, and also testing different materials in the new machines. So this is going to provide a very strong support for the entire community. And most importantly, most hosts are our customers. So they know all our products, and they have used our products for years. So they are the best supporter, actually, for the entire community. And we also have more than 40 local service stations right now, which can provide repairment on-site or repairment in customers' home. And we're going to increase this number to more than 100 next year in Europe. We will also have a car on tour plan. We already have the truck. So starting from early next year, this truck with all our machines and engineers, we will go around the entire Europe. And in many different cities, we'll host events with our local users to demonstrate what kind of amazing products people can make and how easy it is to, based on our creation solutions. So now we finally can see that xTool, we're just a coffee away from our European community. And we want to be able to do more to provide support to this closely knit, warm, and very vibrant community. And the feedback from our user community also help us to continue provide better products and enable better creation from everyone. Thank you. So now I will leave a few minutes to see whether there are any questions from the audience. Thank you for being very nice to me.
Thank you so much, dear Jessie, for this amazing presentation. And we are very excited about our new product that you can also see after the event more closely. Okay, so as someone coming from the marketing and communication, you might know how far we go with our messages, but today is not just about the messages, it's about the action and conversation. So that's why we've invited the powerful voices from our community to discuss around our little table what are the trends, what are the approaches that we need to activate from our end to really support the localization plan on our site. And please welcome the first panelist, Jean-Michel Moulinard from FEB Foundation. About the organization itself, They combine more than 2,000 innovation labs across the globe. And I want to say that we are super proud that we partnered up with the FAB Foundation on FAB in a Box project. I think Jean-Michel will mention this project during the discussion. Another, our panelist, our beloved KOC, Kerstin Brikasic-Bauer. From Nuremberg. Kerstin is actually our customer, and Kerstin will share the story how she elevated her own entrepreneurship, the business, with our tools. Jessie Liu is also with us, of course, to share our perspectives. And the discussion itself will be guided and hosted by Sascha Zoeller. Sascha, please welcome on the stage. And over to you.
Thank you very much. Sascha Zoeller. It's not that easy. It's not that
sorry.
easy.
Sorry about my pronunciation.
It's good. It's good. Thank you very much. Jessie, you have seen a lot of good presentation. We have seen that xTool is committing to Europe. We see that with 300 demo rooms around, and we know about Kerstin because we have seen you in the video. But nobody has really known and seen you, because I want to introduce you, because you want to introduce yourself to us. What's about the FAB Foundation? Can you give it a two sentence? What makes it so special and why you're here?
Thank you. I really appreciate having that opportunity. What makes the FAB Foundation special is that we work with a global community of makers, but we don't own any of the spaces, right? So we work with Fab Labs, and there's now well over 3,500 globally, I think. We help some of these spaces set up, but a lot of them create their own spaces within their own organizations. And we kind of work like the glue, right? So we try to connect these people globally. We try to help them find better solutions, and we create all sorts of projects and programs for the global community we work with.
Okay, thank you very much. Jessie, back to you. xTool is saying we want to be here in Europe. What do you see from a global perspective? What makes it so special to come here to Europe and saying, yes, we're committing to Düsseldorf? Everybody knows I'm coming from Cologne, and that's a little bit of a discussion between Düsseldorf and Cologne, but that's fine. You're going to Düsseldorf, I understand that one. It's a good thing. But for Europe, you're committing, you're doing the caravan show next year, drive around that one. What makes it so that you're saying we have to be here because we see a lot of potentials?
Yeah. Europe has been our most important market globally. Just next to United States. It's our second largest geography region for our business. And since we started xTool business about the end of 2022 in Europe, we have seen very strong growth in Europe for our customers. And we also received very strong feedback, positive feedback from our customers in Europe, which is also big encouragement for us. And we found there's strong DIY culture in Europe, that people love to do things, create tangible, beautiful things that we can hold in the hand. And we also see strong demand across the entire Europe that the consumers, they love to get customized products, gift for them, and which means so much more than just an ordinary commodity type of gifts. So this end market demand make us feel that if we provide better support and a solution to our European customers, then they can have very good small business to serve the end consumers in Europe. There's a huge population in Europe, and also in the last few years, the inflation has made people's life very hard, not just Europe, many countries. So we feel that we offer an affordable solution to our community users, then they can quickly build their own business, which is also very meaningful because they are create joyness, happiness for their consumers. That is a great thing we want to do, and we think this is a win-win for us and for our user community in Europe.
Thank you very much for saying that one, because I'm happy that you said this, because everybody goes AI, everything is app-based, everybody is on the smartphone, everybody is digital, and you doing it the opposite way. You're saying you need something in your hand, and this is, you have the creativity in your mind. You can express it by the, by apps, whatever you then do. But by the end of the day, somebody needs to print it out, to use it, to make it happen. To make it happen, Kirsten, it's one of the best things. You are here because you are using it for years, and we have seen you in the video. Can you tell something about how did you start it and what makes you happy when you give the individual products to your customer?
Thank you for the invitation, first of all. So, yeah, we start our business, my husband and I, 15 years ago, and we sell kids' clothes, but we don't sell the kids' clothes, we produce the kids' clothes. So I started by sewing by myself. Now we produce between 100 and 120,000 pieces of clothes with my own collection every year, and we are now at the moment the biggest kids' clothes store in the inner city of Nuremberg. And so the next step was to work the personalization on another level with the xTools, with different xTool machines. So we did embroidery for the last 15 years. We worked with the plotter machine, so everybody knows that. And the next steps in the year 2022 was the xTool laser, the original of one, the small one. Now we own many, many machines. And a very important part of my business is also to support other businesses. So I work also for the Chamber of Commerce. And so it's really, I do it from my heart. So we need better cities, we need better stores, we need more stores, more self-employees in the cities. And yeah, the people love to buy things just in time. They love to buy the things now in front of the store, from the people, to talk with the people, and not everything via the internet. So yeah, go to the local stores, support the local dealers, we say in Germany, and yes, it's possible with the xTools.
Let's stay that one a little bit closer, because you buy an ordinary thing like a t-shirt, like a product, like whatever you want, and you make it very special, and then you individualize them. You say, I use xTool to make it more for the people, for the users. You give them a name or you put something on it. Nobody can get it done without the xTools, right?
It's easy to work for us with the kids, because if you say to a kid, you can have a t-shirt with everything you like on it. The kid says, okay, I would like to have a pink dragon with blue wings and a lilac hat on it. And the adults, they have normally not the fantasy, They say, okay, put a name on it. But only a name on it's very boring. So you can do so many more things. So most of the time we talk with the kids, not with the parents. And the kids have the ideas. And it's so cool things we can build with that, and the kids are so happy. And the kids create, not we create. The kids will create it, and we work with the machines.
You make it happen.
Yeah, sure, we make it happen for the kids.
So from my understanding, there's one thing, we have creativity in our minds. And then somebody needs to print that one out of our minds. And you will help them too. It's like, yeah, I mean, you make it happen for the end user, but also you helping small business user to start their business, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about how to start? What kind of pitfalls are there? What do you need to understand in the first place?
So for the first step, if we have other business owner, they ask us which machine is the best for me, for my business. And then we go through all the machines, xTool support, xTool offers to the customers, and we say, what would you like to do? What's the best thing where you can start with? It's not good to buy the highest machine or the expensivest machine. You have to start normally with a small machine if it is the best machine for your business, and if you have the best choice for the reimbursement for the machine. Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes you don't have to buy a machine because you have the Fab Foundation. You have an idea and you want to prototype it. I can go to your, the closest store or a lab, and then you can help me to print it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're not really stores. They're really, you should see them more as community spaces. And I think a long time ago, a lot of villages and cities, they would have a woodworking space where you could go and the machines would be shared and someone could teach you how to use these. And nowadays, Fab Labs are very similar, right? Except we don't teach people how to use these more old-fashioned hand-used machines, but we teach them how to use laser cutters and 3D printers and vinyl cutters and CNC mills. Really with the goal of not telling people what to make, but explaining people all the potential things that they can make themselves for their family, for their community, and kind of creating a global network of people sharing this knowledge of how you can brew something that is locally meaningful.
But the other one is like coming to a global network, which is like, you told me this story, some on the guitar experts go into and meet an electronic expert and they created something completely new. You want to talk about that one a little bit more?
Yeah, exactly. So we do organize the global conference once a year where we bring together the Fab Labs, and we do organize several educational programs around the use of these tools. And what's interesting is that we see kind of these sub-communities emerge, right? So there's people making instruments maybe, or making assistive devices in a medical context, or maybe they're making smart devices for their home. And these communities, they mingle because the instrument makers, they need electronics as well. And the people making medical devices, they need to understand the materials, and the people building guitars can help them with the materials. So there's this really wonderful cross-pollination happening in Fab Labs where ultimately we all use very similar tools, but it's for extremely different end results, right? And it really comes to creating the opportunity for what we call a market of one, right? So there's one person who wants something, and historically we don't have the infrastructure to make products for markets of one, right? We have the infrastructure globally for making products for thousands or millions of people, and that's when cost effectiveness comes in. But because of the things that xTool makes, because of Fab Labs, the spaces we help create, we can start to really create individual products that show the uniqueness of individual people.
The uniqueness is one of the greatest points. Jessie, I want to come back to you because before we started here, you told me a very emotional story about your doctor, professor, about the wine. You want to share it with the group because this is what I understand, what makes individualization of a product so important to a person. You want to share it, you want to gift it, you want to put that one out. Because you told in Kirsten about the kids. They are creative, but this works also for adults. So you want to share this story with us, please?
Yeah. So last week, my college professor who taught me my last semester, he was elected as an Academician of Chinese Academy. It's a very high honor, basically like Chinese Nobel. I was learning chemistry. So the reason he won that because he invented a formula never existed in the world. And that formula may make huge contribution to the entire world in the next 20 years. So he was very happy. When I heard the news, I asked my team use the F2 UV, which we just demonstrated, made a small gift for him. So basically in a glass sphere, we engraved internally the formula he invented. And then I gave this gift to him. He was very happy. He held that in hand for 10 minutes and don't let it go. His wife, his kids, and also his classmates all there were giving a celebrating dinner for him. He said he received very expensive wines from quite a few people as a gift that day, and also gift cards. But he said this is the best gift he has. And he said he will have his lab buy this machine. He's going to make this sphere with the formula to send to every academician in China. That's about 400 professors, basically. So at that moment, I realized when people customize something for another person, which is a unique gift, the happiness it creates, the emotional peak it inspires, was so strong, so touching. So I also shared this internally with our team members. And that's why also I feel that's why our customers, our users can create vibrant business in their community to provide customized gifts for the people.
I think this is a very important sentence you said. It's for the individual person. You want to share it, you want to gift it, you know. And this is, you know, when we're doing something with the xTool kind of the new version, it's not using the tool, it's the outcome, what can the tool produce to a person. You said it's the number one, it's just only one thing. And it's also what you said, Kirsten, is about like the one kids have this idea in their mind and they want to see it happen. And this makes that kid, I mean, more happier than the new play toy from a store who everybody else can use it. Coming back to you, yeah?
I have a somewhat similar story. I once worked with a physics professor at the university in the US, and he was working on string theory, so on what potentially the smallest shape in the entire universe could look like. And so he sent me the formulas that they use to describe these things, and I made a 3D model out of it and created it for him, which nobody would be excited about this blobby, weird little shape. But he was in tears because he was saying he was holding a part of the universe in his hands, right? So it totally depends on the person, but you can make things that are totally meaningless to some and extremely meaningful to others with these kind of tools.
As you can see here, these people telling us these stories, two individual people, and they have, you know, a light in their eyes because about what they did, because they remember when they gifted to that person, and that's why xTool is so good in existing. The other part, Jessie, I want to talk about is like, what do you see in Europe to change? What need to be changed? Because everybody here in Europe, especially in Germany, their salary is not good, the economy is not good. We want to have more in our pocket, we want to have more money, we want to spend more money, but we can't. So thinking about for the next 3 up to 5 years an xTool in Düsseldorf. Okay, we talked about that one. In Düsseldorf, and what do you see xTool in 3 and up to 5 years?
Yes, we fully committed to our user community in Europe and also potential users. So what we want to do in the next 3 to 5 years is first we will continue heavily investing in R&D to provide better products with better hardware and software so that our users in Europe can use our machine to create and make the price also more affordable. And then we want to support our user community by providing a lot good business cases so they understand how to start the business and how to quickly building a reputation among their community so they can develop customized gifts or artistic work or like restaurant logos for their customers. And we believe that a specialized product demand from local community, from consumers are always there. And actually emotional need, this market is growing very fast. It's growing everywhere globally, same in Europe. So by doing that, we believe with also very strong local support by demo rooms, by more user community work, that we can support potential customers and existing customers to have very good, vibrant business in Europe. And we want share a great future together with our user community. We all have, both xTool and our users, have long-lasting, growing business.
That's good. You know, you need something affordable. The products needs to be affordable. I want to step back a little bit. I think the best time to start is now, because you need to start. It's something like the AI. Somebody started with the AI and now it becomes commodity. And maybe in 3 up to 5 years, everybody has a laser xTool at home and doing something for their relatives, friends, family members, kids, whatever. But also, the tool is one piece. The second piece is you need this North Star. And Kirsten, I think, is a North Star here in Germany because you use it for 15 years, started 15 years ago. You needed somebody who is there where I want to be, because you have made a lot of mistakes, good things.
Sure.
And I need somebody to ask to start. What is your advice to a person who is saying, yeah, I want to start, but maybe tomorrow, not today? What kind would you recommend to those people who think maybe tomorrow, not today?
Start in small steps. Start in small steps. Go forward in small steps and try it. Try it. Talk with the people. Go outside. Talk about what you do. Talk about what you can do, and show it. Show it to the people. Show it on markets. Show it on exhibitions. So we do with our brand 40 exhibitions and markets per year for the last around about 20 years. So we have very many experience in this. And what I often see is people, they produce wonderful things, but they sell it for not the right price. You know, they sell it too cheap because they don't trust herself. And they can't say, yeah, I produced that for you, I can do that. And they are not proud of herself. And this is a big thing. So be proud of what you do, be proud of what you produce, and be proud of yourself and your business. And it's not a small business or a big business. Business is business. There are no small business owner, no big business owner. Business is if you do something, and then it works.
Funny that you're saying this about the pricing. I see that very often as well in different areas. We are not very proud of that one, what we're doing, because we are sitting in front of a laptop or maybe an app and click on it, and it takes 15 minutes and it's printed out, and you'd say, I just clicked on a button. It's all I did. It's not just clicking on a button, it's more than that. You should be proud about the value you give into the other person. That's more about that one. Helping to get the right price is also that one. But also, we have great tools, we have a North Star, but we need a community because we need somebody to ask. When I have problems, when I have new ideas, new solutions, it's prototyping, we talked about that one. So I think from my understanding, right now in Germany, it's the right time to start with a tool, with a creativity, to start in prototyping. And I think that combination is a good thing. And we see a lot of products out there, and I have seen it for the last 2 hours, and then talked to Kirsten in depth. And she taught me all the secrets, and not all the secrets I want to know. But I think it's a good time to start a small business by your side, and you can ask somebody else. So Michelle, just a short question about the community. How can somebody understand when they buy a tool or not buying a tool, have just creativity? How can they start with you from Fab Lab?
So the Fab Labs play multiple roles, I think. They're sort of a place where you can come and discover all this kind of stuff. So it's really, we try to make it as accessible as possible. There's a lot of hacker communities, there's a lot of maker spaces.
Hackers in the positive way.
Absolutely.
In
a positive way, but sometimes, and this is not to be negative towards those communities, but it may sometimes be a little bit difficult to get into those communities because you need to have a lot of knowledge about the technology. You need to have a very deep understanding of how it works. And I think what we're trying to do in Fab Labs is make it as accessible as possible, right? So our role as the Fab Foundation, we see really is working in all sorts of fields to making this as accessible as possible to a global community. So we have the Fab in a Box, which is a really low-cost solution for classrooms, for musea, where we use xTool machines. But we also set up very large, what we call super labs, which is multiple millions of dollars of equipment, which really is geared towards research and towards advanced prototyping. But we believe that all these spaces should be transparent and accessible, and that it shouldn't be something that happens behind a curtain, but it should be understandable for the larger community around us, how we innovate, how we move forward, and how we create the things around us that have meaning in our life.
You told me a very clear vision about the next 3 up to 5 years. We talked about producing products by ourselves. Can you share the vision a little bit, simple and easy in steps, because I like that one, because this is completely out of everything what I have heard so far before.
I don't know if it's the next I don't think it's the next 3 to 5 years, but the ultimate future vision of us is that we'll eventually go towards the Star Trek replicator, right? That's kind of why the Fab Labs were created. I think what's interesting to think about, if you look back, let's say 25 or 30 years, is when, Ken Ritchie was inventing Unix, which is an operating system running on MacBooks today, many computers. And I think if in that period of time you would have said, hey, in 25 years I'll have a small device in my hand with which I can call my friend in Japan on the other side of the globe and we'll see each other and it's wireless, most people would have said you're insane, you're crazy. So with that in mind, I think we are going to a future where manufacturing is ubiquitous, where ideally everything is made locally with local materials, with local machines and local tools, but in a global community, right? So you have an issue, I don't know, you're in Peru maybe, some of my friends there, they have an issue. I, from France, can help them because I have the same tools, I have the same machines, and the only thing we need to share is data, right? It's knowledge. We don't need to send trucks driving back and forth.
That's a good vision. Jessie, coming back to you, because this vision comes true when somebody's saying, okay, I want to start today, I want to do that one, I want to print it out, I want to use it, I want to make it better looking, make it individual. So you have a lot of tools out there. You're starting with the F2, the F2 Ultra, the F2 Ultra UV. It's a new product you're coming out right now. What do you see in the future with all this product? Does it line up to more products like that one who will be affordable and make it more unique so that we can use it like the smartphone?
Well, that's a very good question. Yeah. Actually, a lot of our customers owns more than one product from us. We even have customer owns like 5 different types of our products. When they use the first one, they start to like it, and they found different business scenarios that they can buy a second one, and they make good profit, so they can afford a third one. For the new entrants, I think depends on what kind of business they're doing. For example, if it's mainly about clothing customization, then the DTF apparel printer will be a great choice. If it's more about doing customization in the craft show, then you need a very fast machine like F2 Ultra, maybe a good product. And if the business is especially around glass work, which is really beautiful, then F2 Ultra UV will be a good choices. I think at this perspective, Curtin probably has more experiences than me.
So I think this is the best part of my job with xTool, behind the personalization. So we have a showroom in Nuremberg where the users or the small business owner or business owner, also the industry, come to us and can test the machines. We show them all the machines and we find the right machine for their solutions and for their businesses. And it's very funny and it's very nice also to learn all about the different businesses and the business owner, and it's also a network. And so this is what I can say: talk with other business owner, have a network, talk together, work together, because not everything what I can do can another do, and also on the other side, if I can't do it, so I have another business owner who can do it.
It's a very funny thing on that one is, I haven't seen that one before. xTool is just a tool supplier, but also this is not enough for you as a tool supplier. You want to have a community, you want to have a network, you are engaged with Fab Foundations, you have Kirsten to say or come on stage and tell your story and share the story, and you hold all the demo hubs, you're doing the Caravan show next year. It's more like not having just a tool by myself, it's more like, from my understanding, maybe it's closer to a family, a second business family.
Sure. It's a family. It's many of the users know each other. So we have huge Facebook groups. We have really nice Facebook group hosts. They have an eye on all these people, and yes, we talk all together. Also on the markets, if somebody brought an xTool laser with them, so yeah, we talk together and say, oh, do you have this new machine and this new machine? So yeah,
I think it's not just only having the machine, it's like, what can you do with this beyond that one to see, wow, you did this one within 2 hours or 2 minutes or whatever.
Sure, that's also, so we share all the specific time and dates and all the software things, we share that together. So yeah, we work together, we grow together.
Okay, now we come in the deep part of your business. We're talking about Christmas gifts. What's the hottest things right now everybody wants to have who comes to you in the showrooms and want to see it? Like, that gives maybe the audience idea how you can, use the tools and make the product more individual.
So it will be very funny for most of the people because it's not the glass ornaments. We are with the xTool lasers on the Nuremberg Christmas market. So Nuremberg Christmas market is one of the biggest Christmas markets in the world and one of the oldest and I think also the nicest, but I'm from Nuremberg. So the best selling thing are carpets, like you lay in front of the door. So they say welcome. Or welcome family Huber or something else. We personalized these carpets for the front doors. And this is the #1 Christmas gift. I don't know if that is a German thing, but in our store it's not the glass ornaments, it's the carpets.
Maybe you have heard that I come from Cologne. Maybe this is just a Nuremberg thing. I don't know.
Oh no, we sell them. That's very funny because the Nuremberg or the German people say, oh no, I have to pick that up here and it's heavy and I have to go to all over the Christmas market with that. But there come people from South America, from South Africa, from Sweden, and they say, oh yes, this is so cool. There's a beer on it. We have some typically Bavarian pictures on it and something else, and they pick it up and they bring it to the airport and go to South Africa or South America or something else with it. So we sell them all over the world.
But it's still the carpet in front of the house or the
yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. It's a good thing to know that we can do that one, individualize and make it more happy for people who join the house, the flat, the condo and all this stuff. Let's talk about the Fab Foundation before we closing with Jessie. Do you growing here in Europe and in Germany is like the growing part as well? Is like xTool is the leader in that one. A lot of people want to have the tools and they will come back to you and see maybe prototyping in a bigger way and all this stuff. Are you growing here as well?
So the Fab Foundation doesn't really create spaces unless people ask us to help them do it. So it's more that we offer resources and knowledge to the global community. And because of that, it does grow. I think the last years it has about doubled every year, the number of Fab Labs. I think what's interesting to notice is that our vision really is that eventually it becomes ubiquitous. So Fab Labs kind of will dissolve into the larger community. And what we see happening is that there's multiple different spaces that pick up these tools as well. So we are starting to see them, in libraries and in media centers and in sort of spaces public spaces where people can come and learn about these tools. And eventually they're going to be distributed into houses. But it's the larger growth, I think, of these kind of communities, right? We also work, for instance, with communities doing biology. And I think personally that the future is going to be a merger of engineering and biology, and that we're going to manufacture in a radically different way. And all of these communities globally are growing. I'm assuming that's also happening in Germany, but I don't have stats on that.
Yeah, okay. It's very good. You're growing and your networking is growing. Everybody is. It sounds like simple and easy to join, to ask, and to grow and connect and network together. Jessie, last question before we closing here our panel discussion about the future is hard to see, but what I learned so far was everybody in the near future can start their business by himself with just the creativity, with just a click on it to use it, charge a little bit more money, be proud of what we're doing. And you said it in your presentation about the creativity accessible. So in a haptic way, in a personalized ways, but we are living in a digitalization about AI and all this stuff. One question is, do you see a limit by the products of what you can use with the xTool? Is there any limits, or you saying there's more coming for the next years?
Currently, our machines are able to handle almost all kinds of materials, but we're continually invest in new technology, including software, to make the design, to make the use of the products easier. For example, for the new F2 Ultra, we have put in dual camera, so it can very precisely locate the material and to locate the image you want to craft. And like the AI Make, we have developed a lot software engineers into it. It can develop perfect designs based on what a customer wants just by saying one sentence. And it can also, next year we're going to make a second function. It can automatically transfer the parameters that the machine can read for the design. So yes, we will continuously to advance our machines in new technology, and we will have more products coming which can do different things that our current machine can handle, but may not be in a perfect way in certain materials. So yes, a lot more to, I think, will come.
So from my understanding, I see their creativity has no limit. The creativity who has no limit, I can use with the xTool, and you have the right tool available. And we have Kirsten, who has all the experience to say this is possible, this is not possible, that works best, and step 1 is better than step 2 to do that one. And we have the network, we have the connections, we have the networking. So this makes me an understanding to say, for the future, with starting a small business is simple and easy. Just by buying a tool or have creativity, go on prototyping it, and all I say, I will see what happened next year in 12 months from now. I want to see where the trucks are from the Kanban show. I want to see how you jump into Düsseldorf with your new office. I like that one. And also, I want to thank you, all the panel members, Jean-Michel, Kirsten, and Jessie. Thank you very much. Thank you very much from your side. And I give back the Salome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much. Before I come on the stage, whether you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Any questions? No? Nope. No questions. No questions. Thank you very much.
Once again, thank you to all of the panelists, and thank you also the audience for listening to this very insightful discussion. We really always listen to our community, and we make the notes, and we really act accordingly. And now, we want to go to one of the also meaningful parts of our event, the donation ceremony. Jessie already introduced you our 1% to the Makers donation project. And truly, Makers community is really heart and soul what we do. So we've decided at our company that 1% of our annual income will be dedicated to the future makers, to the educational programs locally in Europe and also around the globe. Today we have some organizations that will receive from us the donation, and please welcome on the stage TU Berlin representative Nadine Klein. Thank you so much for coming. Please, Jessie. Nadine, if you could share with the audience some background story about your university and yourself, please, very briefly and shortly. Yeah. Always happens, so.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm head of Ingenious at the Technische Universität Berlin. Ingenious is our engineering and STEM lab for young people, for children, for teenagers, and also for students and adults. And we have a lot of workshops the whole year. This year we had an amount of 2,000 participants. That's a lot for a university school lab. And we are making very different things with the children. There are a lot of different workshops, and we also used already xTool. And as the panel discussion showed, it is really about doing it yourself and individualization, because that's a strong motivation for young people to join STEM, to have fun with STEM, and to choose STEM as a career. So I'm very proud and honored and delighted that we are now part of the program from xTool. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Likewise, we are also very proud to be your partner. Yeah, thank you. Please, this slide, yeah. And another organization, we have Dr. Sylvia Ziner here from the lab. I'm really sorry if I again pronounce it wrongly. Yeah. Dr. Ziner, please share the background. This side, yes. Yeah. About your lab, please, if you share the background story.
All right, the Z-Lab in Bruchsal, so I'm representing them, and this is a small, not so small anymore, place for children to hone their STEM and STEM skills. So we have a lot of workshops at our place, as well as we have a mobile offer for schools. So we try to reach all the schools in the region and all the children in the region, essentially. They learn laser cutting, for example, designing, they learn robotics, they learn to use the tools we can see here. Yeah, that's pretty much all, and thank you very much.
No, thank you, really, and we are really honored to also partner up with you. Next one, Motion Lab Berlin and Paul Jacob Marx we have here with us.
Hello everyone, thanks for having me here. Today I'm representing Motion Lab Berlin as the technical lead of operations basically, and an engineering perspective. So I take care of all the machines and workshops we do have at Motion Lab Berlin. Basically our main focus or target group are hardware-based or hardware-focused startups, but they all come together in one big community with designers and artists and freelancers. So basically the xTool devices perfectly fit in our environment and community actually. That's why I'm very happy to be here, be honored, being one of the 1% donation program receivers. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Paul. And the last one we have here with us, SMZ Karlsruhe, Christian Bader. Thank you so much for coming.
Well, I'm Christian, I guess I have to say some words. Well, I'm part of SMZ Karlsruhe, and my function is more or less master of disaster. I have to support schools, teachers, and also children in making. There's nothing more to say, I guess. Thanks.
Sharp and short. Yeah. Thank you so much. And we will continue also this project, of course, from now on. And the next part of the event is we would love really so much to honor our users that turn themselves to be our demo room hosts. We truly are together one system, like one organism, and today we will honor 6 of them as our top demo room hosts, members. Please welcome on the stage Kiyuki, Lola, Eugen, Kirsten and Dado, Martin and Nicola. And I have to mention that even though they are the users, they loved our product so much that they've turned themselves as our demo room hosts. So people really nearby their location can approach each of them to give them the trainings on our brands, how it works, what benefits do we give to them. And really, that's why I mentioned that we are truly one system and one organism together with our demo room house. And thank you so much for your support, for your love, and we are always together in this journey. All right. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. I think that's more or less to finish our small event, but it's not all. Of course, you will see around the venue our full portfolio, almost full portfolio, and also we have an exhibition area where we are presenting 5 brands, international and local brands, where you can see actually like how our products are used in different case scenarios. So please help yourself. We will help you to guide through the portfolio products, and really thank you again for coming to us.